Hi guys, I'm Marley Silva and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to be answering your assumptions about me. The first assumption is that you're laid back and not one to stress/freak out easily. As a kid, a lot of people would be like, oh my god, you're so chill. I love surprises, but like if someone's messing with me or like I don't understand what they're doing or like just like messing with me, I definitely like freak out a little bit. But I would definitely consider myself like a laid back person. I'm super calm and collected, and yeah, it takes a lot to get under my skin. But if you piss me off, I will definitely freak out easily. The second assumption is you've always been comfortable in your own skin. I think I was definitely always comfortable like in my own skin, but I think I was definitely like very shy. It took me a while to like come into my own and like really own who I am. I definitely had a lot of stuff to work through and a lot of growing up to do. I wouldn't say always. I mean, I was bullied pretty bad as a kid, so I was kind of uncomfortable, but I've always been like had a, like my core sense of self and been like comfortable with myself. So I think it's like yes and no to that one. Assumption number 3, you seem really down to earth and someone who makes the most out of anything. I have a mixed answer for this question. I haven't always been so down to earth. I think I was raised very like sheltered and I was very lucky growing up, so I think I haven't always been the most down to earth. I think I was kind of ignorant and entitled at times, but I think like living on my own and, you know, having to do things for myself, I've definitely become easier to talk to. I've had people tell me that I talked to years ago that I'm easier to talk to now and stuff like that. So I would say I'm down to earth. I mean, I think it's like now in my life I'm a little bit more down to earth, and I definitely make the most of everything. Assumption number 4 is that you'd never cut your hair short. Correct. The next time my hair is cut short, I'll probably be dead. The next assumption is that you're competitive in a fun-spirited way. So I definitely agree with this assumption. I think I genuinely am competitive in a fun-spirited way, but I definitely can get like really competitive to the point where like I'll hurt people. So I think like, I don't know, I'm borderline insane. I definitely love winning, and if fun has to be taken out of it to win, I'm kind of down for that. The next assumption is that you work out a lot because you're so thin. So I've actually gotten this assumption my entire life. I have been blessed with really great genetics and, you know, a high metabolism. So I don't think that I work out a lot because it makes me thin. I think I just naturally am thin because I have a high metabolism, but I do work out to keep, you know, muscle tone and a certain figure. The next assumption is you work hard and strive to do your best and easily laugh at yourself. I would definitely say I work hard and I always strive to do my best. Sometimes it's hard for me to laugh at myself just because, I don't know, growing up and like being through a lot, I think it kind of like, it's harder for me to like laugh at myself. Getting older, I think it's more easy for me to like come out of my shell and like acknowledge that I'm not perfect and just laugh at myself sometimes. So I would say like 50-50. The next assumption is you are creative but not so into crafts/DIYs. That is actually false. I'm super creative. I love crafts and DIYs. I love anything that has to do with being creative. It's so up my alley. I love it. I'm so into it and I'm obsessed. The next assumption is you're an extrovert/life of the party. Yeah. The next assumption is you were popular in high school. No, I would not say I was popular in high school. I was definitely well known, but not popular by any means. All the popular people in my high school were borderline abusive. The next assumption is you wear the pants when you're in a relationship. Hello?
Why do you look like a slut?
Just in the middle of filming.
Yeah.
Say hi to the video.
Hi, video.
Look at that. I literally forgot the question because Caitlin just called me. I would definitely say I know how I like things done, and I definitely have a way of doing things that I expect someone to attain to. As for wearing the pants, I believe that a man wears the pants in the relationship and he calls the shots and, you know, is in control 95% of the time. But there's definitely the other 5% where I would call the shots. The next assumption is negative comments don't affect you. I would say like 99% of the time, negative comments don't affect me. I'm a very strong person. I have a very strong and thick skin. Growing up, I was kind of forced to have, you know, that mentality just because that's how it was for me. So I wouldn't say like they affect me, but definitely like if it like is super personal and like super mean and like thought out, definitely it'll like, you know, get to me and like hurt my feelings. But my motto is if you're gonna hurt somebody's feelings, hurt mine because I can take it. The next assumption is that you have major FOMO. I like to think that I don't, but I honestly do. I love being out. I love being active. I love doing stuff. It's funny because in my Q&A, I literally said this, like in the summer, you will not catch me on a summer night doing nothing ever. I'm always busy. I love being around friends and family. I'm a total people person. But in the winter, there's totally like times where like just to like stay in and have like nights to myself. But I think the answer is yes. The next assumption is you've never gotten a zit in your entire life. If you've never gotten a zit in your whole life, call me, because like, what the f? The next assumption is you don't really like to show your emotions. I would honestly say that this is so false. I constantly show my emotions. I cry all the time. I tell people how I feel straight up. If they don't like it, that's totally fine. If I love someone, I tell them I love them. If I don't like what someone's doing, I'll tell them I don't like what they're doing. I'm super straight up. I show my emotions probably too much. The next assumption is you don't cook. That couldn't be any more false. I cook all the time. I love cooking. I was brought up to cook. I'm German and Portuguese, so there was lots of food to cook on both sides, and I literally love everything. I love cooking. I love it so much. The next assumption is you would like a cozy cabin or cottage with a nice view of some sort. Yes. Yes, I absolutely love cabin life. Honestly, it's one of my favorite things in the whole world. And if I could choose, I'd probably pick a cozy cabin or cottage with a nice view. Yeah, I love it. The last assumption is that you like tea more than coffee. So lately in the fall, I've been obsessed with iced coffee. I literally am obsessed. I can't stop drinking it. I don't really drink my coffee hot anymore. I usually go for iced coffee unless I'm out and someone's like, do you want a coffee? I'll usually say yeah. But I definitely prefer iced coffee right now, but I love tea like at night. I think it matters on like the time of day. I'm gonna say coffee in the morning and tea at night. Does that count? So that is it for your assumptions. I really hope you guys enjoyed. This video was super fun to film. As usual, all my social media is linked down below. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in the next video.